It is time for part 2 of my eyeshadow palette collection. If you didn't see part 1, you can watch that after this video. I will link it in the cards and in the description box. If you are new, I hope you'll subscribe. It's currently Geekmas, and I'm trying to upload every day in December, and I'm pretty excited about that. Not much else to say. I have a lot of palettes. If you want to see more detailed videos, check out the makeup looks playlist and the eyeshadow palette playlist, because there I've got reviews and get ready with me's and all of that. So let's get started. Okay, I have a pile of Natasha Denona palettes. This is the Love palette. I really do love this one. I haven't used it in a while though. I do tend to reach for this, like February, Valentine's Day. It's definitely a good one. Probably my least used Natasha Denona, sadly, is the Retro Glam. It is quite pretty and I do like it. I need to put this maybe in my project level up to help me get some use on it. Then we have the Glam palette. Now this one I have used a ton. This was in my project 100 uses and I've now used this well over 100 times. It's beautiful. Definitely one of my favorites. Another one I've used a lot is the Safari palette. I really do enjoy this one quite a bit. You just can't layer too many of the shades together because then they can get muddy. But personally, I love this color story and they're very, very high pigment matte shades. Next up, we have the larger palette. This is the 28 Purple Blue palette. I do like this one. At first, I wasn't as impressed with it, but the more I use it, I really do enjoy it quite a bit. This formula is pretty extra special in these larger palettes. And then I have the other one, which I have used a lot more, which is the green brown. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. These are ridiculously expensive, but I don't regret getting them actually. All right, then we have the Sunrise palette. This one I don't use as much. I don't think the formula is as good as the other Natasha Denona palettes, sadly, for this one, but it's still a pretty color story and I still do enjoy it. Another one of my most used is this one, which is the Retro palette. I have a pan on this one. I love it. Gorgeous color story, amazing formula. Nothing bad to say about that one. Let's go through some of these other ones. Actually, you know what? Let me go through what's in this little container that I pulled out of another drawer. Here I have some smaller palettes. So I've got the Dose of Colors Blushing Berries. Gorgeous, really, really pretty. And then here I have my Natasha Denona mini palettes. I have the Mini Love, which is great. Absolutely love that one. I've got Mini Bronze. Perfect little 5-pan palette if you like warm eyeshadow looks. Highly recommend that. Then we have Mini Zendo. Another one of my favorite minis from Natasha Denona, definitely. And then we have this one, which I have not used that much, and I can't even remember what it's called. Oh yeah, this is Mini Pastel. I kind of forgot I had this. I should probably use that one soon. Two more minis to talk about from Natasha Denona. Mini Biba, which, again, this is one of the best of the minis. I think it's fantastic and has a cream to powder in there. I wish more of them had that. I love that formula. And then we have Mini Glam, which is another favorite, and it's an excellent complement to the full-size Glam palette. Let's just finish talking about these smaller palettes. These are some old discontinued Pat McGrath palettes. This one is the Mini Subversive. All right, Mini Subversive is 5 beautiful metallic shades. Stunning. The packaging is not the best, but that's okay. The quality of the eyeshadow is great. And then this one is a Mini Sublime. Stunning, absolutely gorgeous. These are really, really good eyeshadows. I have one quad from Chanel, and here it is. It's nice, it is. I don't use it a ton, but it's a very nice, smooth formula. Let's see. Oh, I have one small Viseart palette. What is it called? Oh, this is the Petite Pro 2. Here's the Petite Pro 2. I think this one is nice, but I don't think the formula is as good as the larger Viseart palettes, sadly, which I do have 2 of those that I will be showing. All right, let's finish up what's in here. This is The Coast is Clear from ColourPop. It's a pretty taupey 9-pan palette. I have one of the smaller palettes from Charlotte Tilbury. This is, wait, what is it called? This is the Bella Sophia. It's nice, but I think the larger palettes, I prefer that formula over the quad. And then here I've got some ColourPop quads. This one is called Beachy Keen. Really nice, simple neutrals. I think these are good. I just tend to not reach for them, sadly. This is Sure Thing. This one is very pretty. Love that. Oh, this blue one is stunning. This is Wait and See. These are really gorgeous blue eyeshadows. Great formula. And then this one is On the Mango. Very pretty orangey mango shades. And then, whoops, I'm going to break something. Hopefully not. And then the last one is Shellbound, which is very, very pretty as well. Okay, moving on. This is the Art Nouveau palette from Kylov Beauty, which this brand did shut down. This is a nice palette. It is a good formula, but sadly, the brand is not around anymore. Okay, here we have my other Unearthly Cosmetics palette. This is the Poison Apple palette. This one is amazing. Here you have duochromes and multichromes. This formula is phenomenal. I really, really like that one. Okay, let's talk Odin's Eye. This is the Hella palette, the collab with Angie. It's a really good palette. I really like the Odin's Eye formula. Their shimmers are very sparkly. Here we have the Hummingbird palette by the Fancy Face, Tina. Beautiful, love that one. I definitely love the Odin's Eye palettes. And then we have the Giant Wolves with Annette. This is a really fun color story as well. Then I have their double-sided palette. This is the Saga of Freya palette. So this is one side of it, very pretty, and then it's like a book, opens up, other side, another color story. So this is kind of like two palettes in one, and it's quite lovely. All right, and then we have the Red Dragon palette with Judy. This one is gorgeous. I love that green shade. It is absolutely stunning. So I definitely love the Odin's Eye palettes. All right, moving on. This is the Profusion Meadow palette. This is so affordable. It was only $5 at Walmart, and I think it's really good. I love the formula. I love the color story. I'm really impressed with that. All right, I got some more ColourPop in here. This is the original Hocus Pocus palette. This is really old. I bought it when it first came out. I still love it. I think that the formula is great, and that color story and the packaging, I love Hocus Pocus. It's amazing. And then since we're talking about that, let me show you the other Hocus Pocus palette. And here it is. This is like a brighter version. Personally, I think I like the first one better, but both are very, very good. All right, and then I have some palettes from Nomad. This is the Okavango Safari palette. I've already mentioned in the first part that I really love their formula and color stories. Really cool packaging designs. They do really good at sticking with a theme. Okay, here's my other Lethal Cosmetics single shadows. These are really great. It's an amazing formula. I need to use this more. Again, this would be a good one for Project Level Up. One of my favorites from Nomad Cosmetics is the Hudson Valley palette. This color story is perfect. It's like the perfect fall palette. And then they had this awesome one. This is their Nomad Air Collection, this cute little travel palette. Perfect for traveling. I haven't traveled since I have received this. This one they did send me in PR. Some of my Nomad palettes are PR, some I bought myself. This is a really nice, like simple neutral palette. It has a mirror on it. It actually is really good for traveling, so I do appreciate that. I can't bring large palettes traveling. Like, I just can't do it. This is a newer one to my collection that I have not yet used that I got in PR from ColourPop, the Main Squeeze palette. This one is really cute. I like the color story, and I'm definitely excited to use it. Like I mentioned, I have two of the larger Viseart palettes, which I think are a better formula than that smaller one. This is the all shimmer one called the Boheme Dream. These metallics are very stunning. I am really into that palette. And then I have the Viseart Warm Mattes, which is stunning if you like warm eyeshadows. That's a good one for sure. Oh, I've got another from Odin's Eye here. This is the Saga Freya Chapter 2. Really nice teals and oranges. Really gorgeous color story right there. And then I've got two Sigma palettes. This may be my favorite Sigma palette, the Untamed. I think it's amazing. I love this color story. The greens and then these like kind of rosy tones. So pretty. Very in love with that one. And then this is probably my newest palette. I bought this Black Friday from Sigma, the Corderosa. It was 40% off. I haven't used it yet, but I'm very much looking forward to using it. And like I said, it was a good deal. All right, we are making progress. We are on to Divine Rose 1 from Pat McGrath. This is my newest Pat McGrath palette. I bought it earlier this year on major sale, and I do love it. I like to wait for sales to get her palettes because she has really good sales on her website. And then we have the Natasha Denona Yucca palette, which is this my newest Natasha Denona? I don't remember. Or did I get, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Xenon. Anyway, this one is really pretty. I waited to get this one though. I did not get it when it first came out, but I'm really, really impressed. A lot of you guys told me that you thought I would like this, and you were very correct. Here we have the Tarte Man-Eater palette, and actually I was very pleasantly surprised by this palette. It's a very beautiful formula, and it's a big improvement from other Tarte palettes, I think. Here we have the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette. Absolutely stunning. Definitely need to use this more. This is like a perfect Halloween palette. Definitely on my list of palettes I want to use more. And then we've got more from Pat McGrath. This is Divine Rose 2. Very stunning. I definitely don't use this one as much as I should, but it is lovely. All right, and then I have these two from ColourPop, which I really like. This is Petals on Point. Lovely little light pink palette. Very pastel, very nice. Then we have Sage the Day, which is really great. If you like browns and greens, this is a really nice earthy palette. I think it is fantastic. All right, I've got two from Melt Cosmetics. We've got the She's and Parties, which, wow, is this color story amazing? I really like it. The Melt Cosmetics mattes are like the best matte eyeshadows ever. They're so smooth and so high pigment. They're really, really nice. And then I've got the Gemini 2, which again, I really love. I did do a video on this one when it first came out. Again, the mattes are amazing. The shimmers are nice, but they're just not as like, wow, in your face. But the mattes are absolutely where it's at. Okay, and then we've got the Venice Fling Bailey Syrian palette. This is really nice. I need to use it more. I actually think that these shimmers are very pretty and metallic. All right, ColourPop Smoke and Roses. This is really good. I do love the color story, and I think that it actually has a decent variety, and it's not overly repetitive. Some of their larger palettes can be very repetitive, but I think that that one is really nice. Here's a palette that I need to use it more, the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes. It's actually really, really fun, and these are great topper shades. It's just like kind of something I forget about because I don't love this so much on its own, but I like it used with other palettes, so I need to just remember to do that. So hopefully I'll do that eventually. Then here we have this is the only Patrick Ta palette I have. This is the Major Dimension 2. I do really like it. Several of you guys have told me though that a lot of people say these go bad quickly, which is unfortunate. So I haven't bought any other Patrick Ta palettes because of that. I'm a little nervous about it. Mine still seems fine, but you know, I don't know that I want to risk it. All right, another Nomad palette, the Fire and Ice. This is a really good color story. Absolutely love it. It's amazing. Also, I really want to go to Iceland. It's supposed to be fantastic. My husband has been and he loved it. And then we have the Ghost Town USA palette. I really like this one. This is their like Halloween palette, and definitely this is a good theme and well executed. This isn't a project level up, so I have been using it a lot. And then I've got some more large palettes from ColourPop. We have the Bare Necessities, which I did get this in PR not that long ago, and I haven't even used this one yet, I don't think. So that's unfortunate. Now this one I have used and I was really impressed. This is the Gone Matte. Wow, gorgeous array of matte shades, and it's a really nice formula. I filmed a YouTube short and really impressed with that. And then we have It's a Mood, which I got in that same PR package from them, and I haven't used this one yet either. But I'm really excited because this is one that I've wanted for quite a while. It's a really fun color story, so definitely looking forward to that. The Beauty Bay Brights palette, it's a fun one for sure. Very colorful, obviously, but I do like the Beauty Bay formula. And then we have another newer palette, the Snow Dream from Odin's Eye. I was very excited to buy this. I've only used it once, but I really like the color story. I think it's a really fun Christmassy palette. And then also I bought their Little Ghost palette, which is their other collab with Angie, and it's a whole lot of fun. This is a really good like Halloween-y collab as well. I like different like fun themes like that. Okay, I've got more Natasha Denona. I said that was sprinkled through, and it really is. This is the full-size Biba, and it's amazing. I mean, one of the best formulated. I feel like this one and Green Brown are like the best of the best from Natasha Denona. It's awesome. Then we have the Alter Ego Mirage palette. It is lovely. I do enjoy this one quite a bit. Very, very good. And then probably one of my favorite and most used palettes in my collection is Metropolis. And need I say more? I mean, I love this palette. I've had it since it came out and it's amazing. Definitely one of my favorites. My one and only Huda Beauty palette, the Empowered palette. Definitely enjoyed this one. This is the one that the Alter Ego is duping. And that one it's a good dupe, I must say. This one is beautiful. It's very, very good. I haven't used it as much as I wish I had. This one, the Fairy Well from ColourPop, very pretty kind of taupey palette. I do recommend this one. I don't know if they still have that one actually. All right, Urban Decay, Naked Honey. This is an old one, but I still like it. I think this is very nice. One of the best formulated by Urban Decay, in my humble opinion. Okay, Natasha Denona, My Dream, maybe another one of my favorites from Natasha Denona. I think this color story is so fun with like the warm tones, but then you've got the purples, you've got this duochrome. It's a really good palette. And then another favorite from Natasha Denona, I keep saying that, the Bronze palette. This one is amazing. Definitely some repetition between this one and Mini Bronze. I definitely didn't need the Mini Bronze, but I wanted it anyway, and I love them both. And then we have the Gold palette, which also is gorgeous and stunning, and I need to use this one more. It's a good one. Okay, this is in my Project Level Up. This is the Ace Beauté Aura palette. It's quite gorgeous. I do like that formula. Definitely enjoying using that one. And then, like I said, Sydney Grace, one of my other favorite brands, the Raspberry Kiss. This one is also in my Project Level Up, and I am definitely enjoying using that one. These are all together because they're in Project Level Up. And then the other one is the Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette, which I'm really enjoying this one as well. Really nice color story. Very kind of Halloween-y, good for fall, and yeah, that is a good one. All right, last but not least, Sigma Warm Neutrals. This is amazing. I really like it. It's not the most unique color story, but I like the combination of like rosy tones, burgundies with like the browns. This is one that I'm trying to get more use recently in my Project 100 uses, and I'm definitely enjoying it. All right, that is it for this palette collection, guys. I did it. So if you haven't seen part one, check that out. I love eyeshadow palettes. I really do. I don't mind having this many palettes. Like I mentioned, a lot of these I did get in PR. I would say probably 70 to 80% I bought myself, but I did get a decent amount in PR, which is very exciting, and I love to review palettes and do different looks with them. So anyway, if you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and check out the Geekmas playlist because hoping to continue on with the daily videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.